Hey guys, welcome back to Free Car Repair. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Honda Odyssey that generation here from year 2011 to year 2017. If you have a problem where your Honda Odyssey does not crank, does not start, we'll explain which fuse and relay you need to check, guys, okay? Because there is one relay, one fuse. If it doesn't work, okay, your Honda Odyssey will not crank. It could be even actually two of them. Stay with us, we'll explain what we're talking about, where they're located, where you can buy cheap fuses and relays from, that way you don't waste your money, and why it's important to test fuses and relays. All that will be covered in this video today. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. If you guys have a Honda Odyssey, that generation from year 2011 all the way to year 2017, guys, we will make a video about every single fuse, every relay. Why? Because in the manual sometimes it's not clear what the fuses relays are for. Okay, it could say something like FI. How do you know that this is the fuel injection, but actually it's for the fuel pump? So we're going to make video for every single fuse, every relay, because most of you will eventually even lose your manuals and they're not clear written, guys. We're doing that to save you time and money. So if you need to find a fuse and you're down the road, let's say you need to find the engine starter fuse, all you have to do, just search for it. 1 second, the video pops out and you can find which fuse you need to check. Another thing now, guys, we're constantly working here at the garage on cars, constantly taking things apart, and we make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos on every car we get at the garage. We have more than 1.2 million subscribers on our channels, guys. Check it out if you need help with mechanical work, body work, anything like that, it will be there. Now, something else, guys, relays, fuses, okay, they could be really expensive. You have special fuses, you can see like the JK's fuses, you have mini blade fuses, multi-fuse box, okay, and these fuses could be really expensive. So guys, we're going to show you, those are Honda specific fuses that can be really hard to find, or they can cost you a lot of money. So we'll put a link in the description of the video below where you can get fuses, relays at a good price and quick shipping as well. So let's go ahead and continue now. So here now, guys, okay, let's explain what we have specifically. 2015 Honda Odyssey. You guys have 5 different fuse boxes in your Honda Odyssey, but we'll need to open the hood, and once you open the hood on your Honda Odyssey, you will notice that you have 2 fuse boxes, main fuse box here and the secondary fuse box here. We don't need that main fuse box, we need the secondary fuse box right there. So if you open that fuse box, you're going to see a layout that looks just like this one right here. Now, before we continue, let's explain why it's important to test fuses and relays. So let me explain why it's super important, guys, to test fuses. Fuses, not often you can see if they're burnt or they're good. Sometimes they may seem perfectly fine, you think it's a good fuse, you put it back in, and you end up spending money and time on parts and problems that do not exist, guys, when all you had to do, test your fuse, find out it's bad, replace it, fix your problem. So we will have a video how to test a fuse, okay, different kinds of fuses, and how to test relays, guys. We're going to put the link in the description of the video below, specifically to that video. Please check it out. So here now, guys, we'll recommend when your Honda Odyssey does not crank, does not start, to check the fuses for the engine starter, check relay for the engine starter. You need to check fuses for ignition switch and relays for ignition switch as well. The most likely one will be the starter fuse, guys. So we're going to share that with you, okay, where it's located. But if you want to see where the ignition switch fuses and the starter relays are located, we have special videos on the channel. You have these 2 special multi-block fuses. Each one of those consists of 8 individual fuses. And let me show you what they look like so you're not surprised. That's on top, that's on the side. That's 8 individual fuses. Bad news, if one of those goes bad, you have to replace the whole fuse block. Good news, we'll put the link in the description of the video below where you can get them at a good price so you don't waste your money. Here we'll need to come to that fuse right there, okay, and if you start from this section, you count 1, 2, that second fuse right here, guys, this is known as 3-2, that fuse right here is actually for the engine starter. If it doesn't crank, always check that fuse. Thank you for watching, see you next time.